Hey guys. So in a recent interview, Floyd Mayweather linking up with Fight Hype, talking about certain things, and when asked and addressed about the Tank Davis situation of Tank tweeting that, you know, the tweet and delete, that Floyd is jealous of him. Floyd, you know, it was a bit long-winded. He had bits like this to say, but yeah, stand by.
Of course, anytime you do something, there's going to be people talking. But the press conference was on the same day as Gervonta's press conference for the Rolly fight.
Well, that really wasn't my idea. I didn't want the press conference. I didn't really know. I didn't want the press conference to be on the same day. Mm-hmm. But Anderson Silva had to fly out because I was in Miami, and he was in Miami. Mm-hmm. So Ken and Brent said, you know, the only day that they can do the press conference is Thursday. Mm-hmm. And then, so they said, we'll pay you $1 million. We'll pay you $1 million cash. We just want to make sure, you know, you can do it Thursday. I told them I wasn't going to do it Thursday, but they paid me $1 million. They paid me $1 million to do it Thursday. So when they paid me $1 million, and said, Anderson Silva can't do it because he's flying out either Thursday night or Friday morning. So we done it on Thursday. That's what we did.
So this have anything to do with you trying to hate on Gervonta and his fight? I mean, which doesn't even make sense because that's your card too.
I just think that, you know, when you're gonna always have people gonna always say, you know, have something to say. And even, I mean, people are going to always say, it's always called divide and conquer. And that's been going on forever, you know, divide and conquer. You know, I've always wanted to...
And he states about, you know, they always do this because it's divide and conquer. How is this... how is this pertaining to divide and conquer? You said out openly, Floyd has said openly that he basically robbed the bank of, you know, basically we're so stupid to buy these types of fights. So he's made a killing and he's just robbed us. You've conquered and conquered. There's no divide. There's no divide. You've just conquered, mate. So I don't know if I can put that or correlate that with Floyd's career. I'm not saying that that hasn't... been something that he's had to face during his career. I mean, he was initially, and we knew, with Bob stinking fossil Arum. So, you know, but to say that he is worth more than LeBron and Conor McGregor together combined. What divide and conquer, sir? Which one? I can't see it. If this is divide and conquer, let me join the conquering team because I've not seen anything divisive unless... you put out stuff or say things like this that makes things divisive when it doesn't apply. It's just silly. I don't know. Because he didn't even, like, have anything concrete after that statement to back it up. And, I mean, he thought... You know, sometimes when people think they can just say something that sounds really smart, but they don't really know the reason or the meaning of why they've said it. So, therefore, they can't follow it up with anything, like, concrete to... solidify their statement, i.e. examples or stuff like that. This was one of them. Should have dropped that bit out. There was no division and no conquering. You conquered the sport of boxing. There was nothing divisive with what you was doing. There was nothing that what kept you divided. Like the divide and conquer thing, you absolutely moved that aside and said to Bob Arum, F it, I'll pay, 600 grand or something like that to get out of my contract. And then you was out of the divide and conquer. So now, moving along, like 8 years since your last official fight with Alberto, and now you've retired. Now, and you've amassed more and more and more money, 100 milli fights and that. Why would you say there's divide and conquer now because of Tank Davis? Don't make sense, but anyway. He doesn't say Tank's name. He refuses to say Tank's name. And the fact when it was addressed about him, as you could hear, him doing the press conference on the same day is because there was no other availability, and they was paying him $1 million. Now, I'm sorry, but $1 million to a billionaire, to a self-professed and what we've seen is a billionaire, $1 million shouldn't make you jump off of your arse and run to whatever their demands are. $1 million, not $1 million to me and you is big bucks, but I'm talking about to a billionaire or someone that's amassed hundreds of millions, to a billion or billion and two, a billion and two. You couldn't get Oprah off her seat for 1 milli. I am a Floyd Mayweather fan. I'm a fan of Floyd Mayweather in the ring all day long. Those that know me know this. But the personality out of the ring, there's bits that are so nice to Floyd in the net, and then there's just bits that are just, less to be desired for, to be honest. And it just spoils his whole, sometimes it spoils a bit of the legacy that whoever wants to say he don't got legacy or he has got legacy. I personally enjoyed 98% of his fights. The Manny Pacquiao one was a snooze fest. Let's have it right. Listen, that Tank, and this is Tank's last fight under your contract. Unless you just don't give a shit, $1 million shouldn't move you to do the press conference on the same day. You should tell those guys, well, sorry, we got to do it next week because my fighter's got his press conference. These cats keep moving the fight. February, March, April, now May. And now they're like, well, you got to do the press conference now because this is the only day that we got and we're going to give you $1 million. Like, it looks like that there's more to this, that Floyd, I get the sense that Floyd needs this money more than what is led to for us to believe, because there's been a lot of reported of the NTSs and the crypto scamming, and he's already been done for that and now looking to be done again or whatever. I don't know. That's gone a bit hush and not paying Logan Paul his fee. And then, just because someone snaps their fingers, you're like, oh, I can do the press. I'll have to do the press conference this day, even though my fighter, who we're not feeling each other right now, but me to show some solidarity and loyalty, I ain't doing it. I don't care about your $1 million. These cats are the bosses. Them are the boss. They're the bosses of Floyd, really, aren't they? And Floyd is usually his own boss. So it's just very strange. And then you're going to be fighting your long-term sparring partner. This is a fight on top of the helipad. No, it's crazy. Crazy. Anyway, I thought I'd bring this to you. Make of it what you will. Leave your comments below. Remember, hit that like button. Yeah, hit the like button. Anyway, I'm gone. Hey girl, it's LadyChann, rep nonetheless. Come box with Chan. Gun. Gun.